We are live.
Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome. As you can see, it's a little bit different at the moment. This is the pod with no name. It's really new, but yeah, we don't know what this is right now. Do you know what I mean? We're just going with the flow. That's what we're doing. So hopefully you enjoy what we've got for you. I'm All Things Sugar and Shay Sade, and I've got two lovely co-hosts with me at the moment. Guys, do you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Marianne Sunshine.
I love that.
And
And she talks law and law. Certified yapper.
certified yapper, did you say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if anyone's watching, please give these ladies some encouragement. This is like one of the first times they're doing this in this sort of way. Do you know what I mean? So we want a safe, happy, friendly environment for them to test out their skills. Yeah. So yeah. Make sure you say hi in the chat. As there's no one here at the moment, we're not going to do a roll call, but if there was, that's what we would normally do. But yeah, guys, make sure you book the like button as you come in, please. I have to switch it up actually, but yeah,
Yes, you can't
the
say
like
book.
button. Yeah, I know. I'm free. Oh my god. Make sure you hit the like button as soon as you come in, and yeah, like subscribe to all the channels, all the good stuff and everything like that. Yeah, do all that good stuff. So guys,
Hello. Well, I can't pronounce your name. The person saying hello in the chat.
Oh, this is Sora. Hey Sora, how you doing?
Sora.
Yeah, so like we're doing a so like in the platform, Cheryl, there is it says private chat, then it says comments. Click on comments and you can see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you say comment?
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, we are just doing a bit of a practice, really. Do you know what I mean? These ladies are good friends of mine. Do you know what I mean? And we always chat and everything like that. We just thought, like, let's bring it to a pod. You know, let's bring it to a live. At least, would you say, Marion?
Take it out of 180.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, Cheryl, let's start with you, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously.
Oh, thank you, Sora. Thank you.
Obviously, Cheryl, do you want to say a little bit about what you do, who you are, where you're kind of expanding to, and that sort of thing? Did you shake your head? You shook your head. Hey, Sam. How you doing?
Cheryl, you have to speak.
I am. No. I get it. I am. I could have. You know what? I want to be like, who's that rapper that's always got their face covered? I should have done that. I could have had a whole new persona.
MF Doom. You're talking about MF Doom.
Please, can you not?
There's a helmet.
Why would you do that?
No,
when I could have had a whole new persona. Okay,
you could have
so
what?
A whole new persona.
Oh, okay.
Let me move my head again. Right, so my name's She Talks, and I am a certified talker, certified yapper, and I love talking, and so I talk on, various platforms, work life, personal life. This is platform.
Do you know what we're
laughing? Now I've got spinning wheel.
You can
it's
being an enemy right now.
No, because I saw spinning wheel. I saw a spinning wheel and I was like, spinning wheel of doom, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're back now.
You're back now.
Yeah.
You see, what I don't want it to freeze and I'm like this. And then I'm like that for like.
We'll remove you. If it does that, we'll remove you.
No, I'll take it off. That's the least you can do. If that happens, cut me off. Get me out. Please.
Okay,
I don't want to be frozen.
We'll do that.
Okay. So that's my intro.
Okay, cool. Marianne?
I am a cultural commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what somebody called me on Sunday?
What's that?
An old is easy.
Oh, really?
They have to say the old bit. What's wrong with
Seriously? You didn't like that?
I said, okay.
I mean, I think that's a compliment. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
I get what they meant.
Okay.
I get what they meant. I get what they meant. I kind of, yeah. I get what they meant. So yeah, that's what I do. I talk on various platforms, mostly Twitter.
Okay.
And I work with The Voice a lot. And yeah, I get called to speak on things as a PR expert sometimes as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Cheryl, where have you gone?
No, because every time I see spinning wheel, I click my stop cam because I don't want to be caught like in some grotesque clothes. So every time I see spinning wheel, I keep pausing my own cam. Okay.
I couldn't have predicted this.
Cheryl, you need internet. You need better internet.
You need to sort your internet the hell out.
I don't know why it's like this.
Because you're not used to going live. Why?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know
I had to
why
learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way, show when I tried to upload a video and it took 31 hours.
Imagine.
That happened.
It took 31 hours to upload a bloody video to YouTube. And then I had to get on the phone to Sky straight away because
yeah.
Do you think it's the provider then?
Yeah, your internet.
You know what?
Definitely.
I'm gonna actually email them. This is outrageous.
Your internet, yeah, they've got you on a they need to get you on like a fiber type of internet.
Yeah,
it's faster. It's probably
faster.
Do
you know what the thing is? As soon as you say that, I don't know if I can get that where I live.
Really? Why?
I need to check. Yeah, I need to check. But for some reason, I think I remember hearing or reading something about perhaps not being able to get it here. But I will check that.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be paramount to the success.
Sora, yes, you do have to watch my pod. Thank you.
Yes.
And my latest episode is a Black History Month special with Miss Sade.
Oh yes, it is.
Make sure you watch that.
Yeah.
Oh
my god,
watch that.
I need to edit mine. That's what I'm going to be doing next week, because obviously I've literally just like today hasn't even been a chill day. Like this time last week, we were wrapping up Black Tech Fest. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, it hasn't even, and it hasn't really stopped that much. Do you know what I mean? Cheryl came down obviously as well. Cheryl,
I didn't see you, Cheryl.
I know.
Were you there?
You had me working.
She was working.
She had me working.
No, don't say it like that.
You had me working, right?
Seriously, Sade, and I didn't even get to say hi.
T-shirt, right? She had me running.
No, so what kind of setup are you running here?
No,
what kind of shit are you running here? Because where was
you working?
Mariam was actually working.
I was. I did 35,000 steps.
Did you do 35? Was it wow.
Hello,
no, seriously, I would have loved to have said hi. I didn't know that Sade had you tucked away.
Tucked away behind the stage.
She was working on the main stage. Do you know what I mean? Like making sure everything runs smoothly, making sure our speakers were good.
I would have definitely come to say hello.
It was fun.
It was. I enjoyed it. It was really, really good. It was the talks were really informative. I listened to one panel which was about in AI. I listened to another one which was about diversity in the field in tech and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really, really interesting. Listened to, of course, Rapman. I nearly said Pac-Man. I listened to Rapman's interview, which was great. Don't laugh at me, guys. Sorry. So I listened to that, and that was really good. Yeah, I came down with one of my colleagues from the Black Music Coalition, and came down with friends. And then I actually happened to see another friend who was who had a stall there. So that, yeah, it was really, really good. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I ran into quite a few people there, which was nice, like so unexpectedly.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was a huge turnout.
Yeah,
huge
I liked
turnout.
it. Sade, I told you I was proud of you, and I'm very proud of you. It was such a great event.
Absolutely.
And so many people. During Black History Month, I don't care whether it's October or April, whether you do this event. It was amazing. 5,000 people, 5,000 Black people there.
Well, actually 7, you know. It's insane.
Amazing.
It's insane.
The scope of it, the way when the main stage was set up, I was like, Jesus Christ, what is this? The graphics, just the decor, everything. Well done.
No, Mariam, thank you both of you. Mariam, like, obviously, you was a massive help, man. Like, Mariam was helping with my peace of mind. No, it was really cool. Thank you. It's nice to share that with you guys as well, you know. So yeah. This time last week, I was busy, and pretty exhausted. And like, I think like tomorrow will be the first day where I can just like proper chill. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because we just had like so much follow up and like all the debrief conversations and everything. We still got a few next week as well, but like majority of them should be done by next week and stuff. But we've got to do all the prep for it and stuff, you know. But there's been so much happening. Would you say, Mary?
Next one.
When's the next one? Next year. Next year. Got to get on it again, you know, and everything like that. What's I gonna say? But yeah, like while that week was happening, yeah, so much was happening in the world, yeah, and it was just like, what the hell is going on, you know? Seriously, because I woke up one morning and young Philly had been arrested.
The big week in law,
which is you know what I mean. Yeah. So obviously, Cheryl, you've started on TikTok now, which is really cool, and doing recaps of cases and everything like that. It's proven to be a little bit popular, I would say, maybe a little bit viral.
No, that blew my mind. Honestly, when I say blew my mind, it literally blew my mind. It actually, at some points, made me kind of like feel like a bit anxious, like, oh my god, is it gonna stop? Because like, why are the views going up so high? Like, how is this even happening? But yeah, no, once I kind of like just really thought about what that meant in terms of people appreciating information, I was like, oh, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah. So it was like, I think it was my 3rd video on TikTok. Bearing in mind I've only got 5. But yeah, so it was my 3rd video, and I decided to talk about the young Philly case because I realized that there was so much kind of information or really misinformation going around. And I was gauging that from just reading social media comments and stuff like that, and also people who know what I do said, oh, you know, and knew that I wanted to like start talking about things on TikTok. Were like, oh, that's a really good subject, you should talk about that. So yeah, I thought actually it is quite an interesting might sound bad because, you know, it involves 2 people who, you know, one of whom might be guilty of very serious offences and one of whom might have suffered really serious offences. But I meant interesting from a professional perspective.
Can I ask something?
It's a case. Oh,
that's not my phone.
Go on.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
You said the case has to go to magistrates first and then go to Crown Court?
Yes. So it's not called it's not the Crown Court over in Western Australia. It's called the District Court, which is their version of a Crown Court. if I were.
So over here, when it's a magistrate, it's not a minor offence, but a smaller offence, right?
No, well, every offence starts off magistrates' court. So if it's charged, they will appear first of all in the magistrates' court, and that's exactly what's happened out there. So there are similarities because their legal system is similar to our legal system in many ways. So he had his first appearance there, and then it's going to be sent upwards to their version of call it judge and jury court, which will be their district court. They've all got a higher judge and jury court called their Supreme Court. But I think from my reading, that will only try cases of homicide, so murder, attempted murder, things like that.
Okay.
So the real offences.
He's convicted. What is he looking at?
So if he is convicted of any of the sexual assaults, sexual penetration offences, he can be sentenced to, I think the sentence up to 14 years, but 20 years for the aggravated offence.
Wow.
But and somebody actually pointed this out in the comments on the video that I did. It's not that, for example, if he were convicted of all 4 of those penetrative offences, it's not like they'll say, right, 15, 15, 15, 15.
No, they'll run concurrently, right?
Yeah, they'll run it concurrently. And it may well be that they do that for all of the offences. So the bodily harm offences, for memory, I want to say somewhere between 7 and 10 years. I did actually look all of that. I just can't remember it now. Somewhere between 7 and 10 years. And then for the offence which amounts to strangulation, I think it's maximum of, I believe, 7 years. I can check all of that.
See, I read that if she wants to withdraw the case, because people are saying, oh, she's just doing it for a money grab, but it's not a civil case, is it? It's a criminal case. And I read that even if she withdraw it, they might even charge her if she tries to withdraw it. So it's not like a frivolous thing. It is a serious case.
I mean, I don't know what their thing is. I don't know what their policy is, but I know when I was reading up on the offence that, for example, that strangulation, so application of force, I think it is to the neck, whatever, to impede someone's breathing. That's a relatively new offence that came in 2022 in Australia, and that kind of coincides with the law that came in over here, or strangulation or suffocation, and both of them kind of have their background in trying to tackle violence against women and girls, violence in domestic type settings. So the reason I say that is because there may be a policy which again is a policy that had been used over here in DV type cases, that even where the complainant decides that she doesn't want to go ahead having made an allegation, she may withdraw, he or she, I should say early, may withdraw their support for the prosecution, not necessarily withdraw what they said, not necessarily say that what they said is not true, but withdraw their support for the prosecution for any number of reasons. It may be that there's a policy whereby they say, well, we've effectively got your evidence now, the statement, and we're still going to pursue it on that. We've got the pictures now, we're going to pursue it on that. We've got if they have medical evidence now, we'll pursue it on that. I'm not an Australian lawyer, but that wouldn't be without its difficulties or necessary like legal applications being made, I would imagine. So, but the short answer is I don't know, but that's another reason why I'm going to be watching the case, because professionally I'm interested. I'm interested in how it pans out and how they do things. So, it'd be great for me professionally, I don't want to be like I'm, reveling in other people's misfortune, but it would be great for me just to sort of see, how does it work out there? What steps towards trial? How will the trial progress and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's going to be great for a lot of them to see how to behave themselves when they leave the country.
Well,
like
this is it, isn't it? Seriously, because it's just, I mean, we don't know exactly what's happened yet, and we'll see that what happens over when it. Do you know when it's going to trial? Is there like a date and stuff set, or is it going? Does it work like that?
I can say it's going to next year.
Okay.
I don't think that they've set a trial date yet, but it's likely to be next year because.
So he has to stay there till next year.
Probably, yeah.
Crazy.
I just want to say hello to the power of networking. You just subscribed and shared. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Hi.
Hi.
They said something about December. So we're saying they said something about December.
Yeah, there's what's called a committal hearing in December.
Okay.
That sounds, and that from what I was reading sounds like the hearing, which then sends it on out of magistrates' court into their district court, or it may be held at the district court, but that's not the trial date.
Okay, got you. Yeah, who knows? I mean, like, sorry, say that again. Sorry.
2024.
Yeah, 2024 just keeps on like it just kind of keeps on giving the stuff that we don't want it to give. It's just like, here you go, here's another one. Do you know what I mean? It's just like we've had enough. Like, it's a lot, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Case in France.
Which one?
The Dominique Pellicot case, where this a guy was he's married. Well, he was
with the wife.
Yes.
Don't say the R word. Don't say the R word on YouTube.
Yeah. But he was
that's
drugging her, right? Yeah.
Others to come in.
It's crazy. That the bravest thing
awful.
For that woman to
absolutely
go to awful and bring every single one of those men into court. Make every single one of those men come into court. That was the bravest thing of her. But
more than that, I think even she's entitled to anonymity, and she's waived her anonymity. She also usually they would have, they've got videos, because that was part of the offense, that her husband was videoing these incidents. So they had started off with playing the videos, but members of the public and the press would have to leave. Actually, through her lawyers, they made an application that shouldn't happen, that the public, the press should see it, because she was saying the shame is not mine, the shame is there. So I think that was, that's been.
And what happened to the man? They put him in jail for life? Did they put him in jail for life? Is that what happened to him?
The trial is still going on.
It's still going on.
What's his name?
Oh, still going on. Yeah, the trial. Dominique Pellicot.
And is it him and all the men in the videos that is being tried, or is it just him? All the men.
It's 50 of 83 that they could tell were separate individuals.
50 of 83.
Identified.
You see? Now, this is why, you see, with the Diddy case now, and they said there's 120 victims, and people are saying, no, people are just capping. There might be 100, there might be more than 120 victims.
Yeah.
We're talking about back to 2009.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. That's crazy.
83
yeah.
Oh. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is why.
Awful.
We pick the bear.
This is why we pick the bear.
This is why we pick the bear.
Well,
this is why we pick the bear.
Every single time. Every single time.
Say it again.
Honestly.
What in the world?
That's horrible. Like your husband.
Awful.
Sick. It's sick. It's actually sick.
Absolutely awful.
He needs to go under the jail. He actually needs to
in your family home as well. In your family home. In your marital home. In your marital bed.
Now I'm glad they needed to. They needed to. They needed to. They needed to expose all those men. Every single one of those men needed to be exposed. 100%.
They needed to what? I didn't even hear you.
Expose all the men.
Yeah, no, definitely. This just. Are you going to be following that as well? Are you going to review that as well, Cheryl?
Do actually. I might do.
Yeah.
Some of the, some of the material is just so heavy. So the thing I read stuff, I'll be reading my own work stuff, and then just naturally outside of TikTok or anything, I do read about like other cases, especially cases outside of this jurisdiction, because I'm just interested. And not just criminal cases, like all kinds of cases, because I don't know, I'm interested in that stuff. But yeah, but when cases such as this, it's definitely hard, because then it's just like subject matter, you read some of the allegations and you're just like, what? So in this case in particular, it's just mind-blowing. It's horrible.
Yeah,
absolutely awful.
It seems to be a lot of that coming out now.
Yeah,
those types of cases. It seems to be just constantly that type of sexual activity, sexual criminality. That's what we seem to be hearing a lot.
I know, but I think it's always been going on, right? But I also think that when people say, oh, it was a different time back then, and sometimes they say it in a way to sort of try and, I get the feeling that sometimes it's to sort of try and justify things. When I think about it being a different time, I think about now being more when people are more vocal. So that might be why people are more likely to report, and even report historic allegations. And also, just with the advent, I think, again, it being a different time, I think just maybe the essence of livelihood, the way we live our lives is different. People are a lot more connected, and that may be an encouragement to speak up, that people may have, in a sense, a bit more trust in some authorities. That, in some essences, it's the complete opposite. But people are definitely, I think, speaking. And I think they're having to take more care when these allegations are made. Because, like, have you heard about the Al Fayed case?
The ex-owner, Mohammed Al Fayed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Allegations have been made against him, but one of the interesting things is that those are historic allegations, and even though we're hearing about it on this side of his death, because he died last year, apparently there were 2 complaints made about him to police that went to the CPS. I think one was in 2015 maybe, or 2005. But in any event, there were 2 previous recorded allegations made, and the police, I guess they investigated, but I think the CPS declined to charge at that time. And so we wonder if that's a symptom of the different time.
Yeah.
Or is it
I hear that.
There was not enough time even. Do you know what I mean? So
I hear that. With the Westwood cases, they still haven't charged him though.
Yeah.
How comes?
I would like to know. I would really like to know, because for those listening that don't know, the BBC, I in 2020, I led a call to action to anyone that was what's the word I'm looking for? Affected by Westwood's behavior. And I got like an avalanche of DMs on my Twitter. And then my name started going around the industry and loads of people started calling me, and I've got about 30 or 40 women, actually nearly 50 actually, that said they were affected by him. And a few of them did go to the police. But because some of them were those cases were so old, they were talking about there's a lack of evidence. They said it was hearsay. But even there were the few that went to the BBC, that the BBC did feature on their documentary that I worked on as well. And the BBC and the police didn't charge, and that had enough evidence to bring him in for questioning. But they still haven't, they've brought him in for questioning 4 times, and they still haven't charged him with anything. And I think we all know, I mean, allegedly, he's guilty.
Right. When they
been hearing about him for decades.
When they brought him in for questioning, was it about specific, or on the back of specific allegations? So there are allegations that they've put to him. I guess it must be, actually. So if there are allegations that they've put to him and he's given an account, or maybe chose not to give an account, which would be,
I don't know what the outcome was, but when they brought him in, it was for specific allegations. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
And so I'm thinking it through, that if they've then spoken to him about those specific allegations, so they have his account, and it's unlikely that there's going to be any kind of forensic evidence or photographic evidence that would exist now. So what if I mean, I wonder if it's going to be that there is going to be no further action, because
I'll tell you, I don't think they're going to do it.
Well, like, I'm hearing that his name has been brought up in association with all these Diddy allegations as well. So apparently, I don't know, word on road is that he was either procuring young women, or creating a space for freak-offs to exist and happen. But this is all allegedly. But
wait,
yeah.
His name got brought up with in Nigeria with what's Bobrisky?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What's Bobrisky said to have done?
Didn't he go to jail? She went to jail.
Yes.
For what did she go to jail for?
For desecrating money.
Well, something to do with that case.
Like that.
Something to do with that case, but Westwood's name got brought up with Bobrisky as well.
That's strange. But yeah, okay. I don't know.
He's involved in a lot of things, isn't he? He's busy.
He's everywhere. Like,
in Nigeria, but I don't know what that was even about.
Yeah, I don't know why he was there, but I think he probably went there just to take the heat off himself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, parties. He was having parties out there.
He was being booked. Definitely,
he was having parties out there. I don't know who booked him, but he was having parties out there, and he was doing some cooking thing on his Instagram, showing that he could cook Nigerian food. And I put it on my Twitter that he was out there, and people are saying that some young girls were saying that he's literally going around on the beaches with flyers telling young girls to come to his parties in Nigeria.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So was he the organizer of these parties, or he was just maybe a DJ playing there?
He's a DJ playing there, but I heard that a journalist that I'm speaking to that's investigating alongside me, she said that the parties in Nigeria that he's booked in, it's the guy that does Afro Nation that books him.
Okay.
What's his name? Smade?
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, the Smade does Afro Nation, but I don't know if he actually.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. Him. That's what the journalist told me. That
you know what I mean?
It's allegedly that's what the journalist told me. It's he that books Westwood for those parties. So I don't know.
Oh my God, you're actually right. So I don't know how accurate this information is, but let me show you what I found. I didn't know they were tied together, but this says, oh, can you see this? Oh, can you add my screen to the thing? There you go.
Oh, look at that.
I know. Look at you. It says human trafficking, money laundering, UK DJ Tim Westwood and Bob Risky accused of working together.
Yeah, see?
What? Did you even know this? Allegation. So video released on a dark web page, blind item revealed some incriminating allegations against Nigerian Costa Bob Risky. Said also been okay. Well, this seems very serious. I don't know if this has gone any further.
I don't know.
But do you think? I don't know. Hey.
I don't know. So that's not enough to do with why she went to jail?
No.
Okay.
Risky helps many Nigerian prisoners run the money laundering schemes with DJ Westwood's shell companies in return providing protection. It's also noted that some of these men organize private retreats for them to sleep with young girls and people. The same. That's wild. That's wild.
I think that's true. Is this site itself legit? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it's called legit.
Because I don't know if that's.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't know that there were stories about linking them two together.
Yeah, I heard that last year.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. But yeah, okay.
Wow.
Random. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Tim Westwood just needs to. It would be great if he, faced some actual real.
So is he back in the UK now then?
Apparently he dips in and out.
Really?
There's a club in Croydon that he goes to.
In and out to where? Back to Nigeria? Is he living in Nigeria or something?
I hope not.
Private retreat.
That's what I don't understand. Or was it just like temporary because he was doing parties out there, or he's actually located? Because you lot are saying he's in some cooking program out there.
No, he on his social media he just showed that he could cook. I can't remember what dish it was.
I can't remember what it was.
Or I don't think he was pounding anything. So I think it was just jollof or maybe some sort of stew or something. I remember seeing that. And it was just like, I don't know. Wow. It was like he was trying to impress girls by doing this. And it was just like, oh, what are you doing? Like, why are you even there? Like, do you know what I mean? It was just like so cringe. And like he's been old our whole lives. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, he has. Seriously. Just stop it. Like, sit down. Just sit down.
Is he 70? He's about 70 years old, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a granddad. Oh, let me go.
He might even be older than that.
But I mean, what do you call it? I think
67.
Oh, is it? Is that his stage age though? Do you know what I mean? He's probably older.
67.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, gross.
Wow.
If he ever gets to the stage where he's in jail, I'll be front and center.
Yeah.
I'll be in that courtroom, front and center, just smiling.
Seriously.
I'll be front and center, trust me.
Yeah. In a weird kind of like, I don't even know what's happened. Have you guys heard about Liam Payne?
Oh yeah. I don't know who he is. So I don't really I don't really understand the whole One Direction phenomenon, but that was real sad because they had his Snapchat that he posted just before the same day, and I think it's really weird, like when someone passes and then you can go look at their Snapchat or their Instagram stories and you see them like alive and well. It's so I always find that so weird.
Yeah, that was a bit sad. Yeah,
they said he was acting erratic earlier, and they had to bring him to his room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the hotel staff said he was acting erratic and they had to bring him up to his room. And then they found, I heard the Kay Burley had the 999 call on Sky News this morning. And they were saying that, no, before the incident, they called for ambulance and police to come because he was acting erratic. And they were saying that it sounded like he was tearing up his room. So they were
concerned.
Yeah, they were concerned for one of their guests, and they had called the police and they asked for an ambulance to attend as well before that happened. So I don't know who was in the room with him, if he was alone, but that's sad, man. He's only 31 years old.
No, he's so young. I
didn't know he had a child with
Cheryl Cole. Yeah.
Cole, yeah.
Oh, she's still she's Tweedy, isn't it? I don't know. Did she go back?
I don't know. She's always Tweedy.
I think she's retained Cole. I thought she retained Cole.
Oh, really?
Did, yeah. I didn't know he had a baby with her.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how old is she then?
She's older than him.
She's got to be, right?
Yeah. She's 41. She's 10 years older than him.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there was an age.
Yeah. And the baby's 7.
There's a baby 7. Oh, mate. Oh, pain.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Yeah, awful.
That's sad, man.
It is really sad. I just say that, like, I can't remember. I think it was coming home on the tube, and that's when we found out on the tube. But you could see other people finding out the news as well.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it was just like, it was a bit weird. It was a very, very strange. Obviously, I'm not like super into One Direction, but do you know what I mean? Like,
did you see what TMZ did?
What did they do?
Grace.
Somebody's taken a picture of him on the floor. And they didn't show the whole body, they showed his arm and like his torso, just to say to prove that it was him, because they showed his tattoos. Nasty people.
Bearing in mind, even all of his family and friends may not have known at that point.
Might not have known yet.
Grace.
Oh, that's
absolute disgrace.
Disgusting.
Yeah, really, really
distasteful, man.
Hard.
That's really distasteful. Ooh.
Really bad. That is so bad. Bad enough that somebody took pictures. That's just how ghoulish we are these days, because they think about that before anything.
Don't be talking French. Not we. Not we.
Not we.
He said, "Don't be talking French."
There's that one there. That
society,
one.
Exactly. That would have last something to do.
Unless you're trying to capture an offense in its, as it's happening or something. See something. What the hell is the first thing that enters your brain? Oh, let me take out my phone. Not let me render help. Let me call emergency services. Let me start snapping. It's actually gross. It's gross. It's actually gross.
Honestly.
Because what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with those pictures? So that means that you've already thought about
sell them. They sold them to TMZ.
That's what I'm thinking. Because you're going to go back to your friends and
be proud and say like, yeah, I took this. Yeah,
that's what they did to Kobe.
Yeah,
that's what the police did to Kobe, right? They were in a bar showing the picture.
And
Diana, to be honest, do you know what I mean?
The police wanted the pictures. Did the police take the pictures of Kobe? I thought it was
actually the first responders. Yeah, whoever the first responders were.
Right. That's terrible.
Wickedness, pure wickedness.
Yeah, honestly. Sorry saying I don't know what it is, but these past few years I dread the end of the year, because these types of news, it begins with it begins to be a lot that even though we don't know them personally. Yes, I agree with you. Honestly, it can become overwhelming, especially like, I guess like the end of the year is always like kind of like family time and all that kind of stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? So when you hear that, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it hits harder. It just hits a little harder. Yeah.
It's definitely sad. 7 years old.
Yeah, no, that's hard. That's really, really, really hard.
I hope they're not harassing her, and hope that, well, you know what British press are like. They're probably at her door.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And probably like, because they're scum, some of them, do you know what I mean? They'll probably be at this kid's school if the kid is in school. Like, do you know what I mean? I know they'll be gross because they are gross. They're scummy.
That's
Absolutely
horrible
scummy.
when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is absolutely just, yeah, it's really, really just going about it.
okay. Do we have
Imagine
any good
just
news?
that as another layer to deal with.
I know.
Do we have any good news?
News?
Do you have any good news? Let's have some good news.
Do you have any good news?
My baby's on TV.
Oh yes.
Message that I sent you.
My baby. No.
Man, there was somebody talking about the program, and they specifically shouted out your son on TikTok.
Oh no! When did you send that to me?
It could have been yesterday.
Oh, I'll check.
Yeah, check the TikTok. Somebody was talking about the program, and they were saying, "Oh, you know, it's really interesting." Obviously bigging up the older actors in it, but then saying, you know, that your son is like one of the best young actors to come out of the UK. I was like, what?
Come on.
I know his mom.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him for taking that role. For those listening. Mr. Loverman on BBC One and BBC iPlayer at the moment. It's a story about elder Caribbean people who've been married for 50 years, and the man is actually homosexual. He's had a boyfriend this whole time, and the wife doesn't know. And it's actually very heart-wrenching when you watch the story of what she knew something was happening, but she just didn't realize it was a man and not women that he was dilly-dallying with. And my son plays the grandson. Yeah. My son plays the grandson, and episode 6 is a very powerful episode between the grandson.
How many episodes are there?
8.
Oh, nice.
Episode 6 is a very powerful episode between the grandson and the homosexual granddad. Right?
Okay.
So yeah, watch that. Definitely watch that. I'm really proud of him for taking this role because it can be a bit. I've seen a lot of my age mates be like, "Nah, I ain't watching that."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not watching that. More dysfunctional black family drama from the BBC. They always have to paint us in a bad light. I've seen all this talk. I've seen all that talk.
It stars Lenny James, who is
Lenny James.
Actor.
Tamara Lawrence, Sharon D. Clark. It's got a stellar cast. It's got a very highbrow Black British cast, definitely. Arian Bakari as well. So I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him. He done well in his role. That. Yeah, and I'm very proud of him for taking on that role because it is. Yeah, it's the book. It's the book that she won the Booker Prize with. And they've.
I thought she won the Booker Prize.
Who's the author?
Bernardine Evaristo.
Oh, is it? Is this? Wow. Okay, this is the same woman that interviewed Shani at her launch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Look at that.
She won the Booker Prize a couple years ago, and this is the story that she won. They've adapted it for TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she won the Booker Prize for Girl, Woman, Other.
Apparently, well, I don't know. Did she?
I don't know.
It says Booker. Maybe they just put Booker Prize winner.
As in, like that's.
Yeah, no, she won the Booker Prize because it was that year, and she had to share it. That was like 2019 for Girl, Woman, Other. Yeah, I've got that book, and I'd read that book.
So they've just put Booker Prize on it. On the promo.
They probably said Booker Prize winner, meaning the author.
Yeah, no, it is for Girl, Woman, Other. That's what it's for. Yeah.
Which I thought was a brilliant book, by the way. But then I just remember, didn't she say something slightly?
Yeah, she did one time.
What did she say?
She said something on Twitter one time.
Oh.
Look at your face.
You can't like anyone.
I was trying to bring good news.
Yeah, no. What did she say? I want to know what she said.
I'm on Twitter one time.
Let me say it.
I'm trying to find it.
It's something to do with race as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's why it's in my head, but I just can't remember. I can't remember what it was.
It was one of them times where everybody jumped on her back, and I decided not to because that's what happens to me.
Oh, serious? Why did you? You're not. No, I don't even know. Anyway, why have they? Oh no! I've just got BBC apologizes to her. I don't know. It's not really giving me anything. If anyone in the comments knows what she said, I would like to know, please. Thank you so much. What do you think is happening? Okay, right. You see on Twitter, yeah, they are they're changing this whole block thing, right? So if you block someone on Twitter, now everybody that you've blocked will still be able to see your tweets. That's my understanding of it, yeah? Don't you think that's wild?
What's the point of that?
Exactly.
Because Elon is a tramp. That's why. Yeah.
It's getting on my nerves.
I'm just like, whose tweets do you want to see, Elon? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it just seems so personal.
I think he's sus that everybody's blocked him.
Right.
So he just wants. So he's a megalomaniac.
He's done it for himself. Has he done it for himself?
I think so. I think he's doing it for personal reasons. Honestly.
Hi, Rashid. Mr. Loverman was a nice series. To look bad, a lot of folks might skip it. I hope they don't skip it.
I hope they don't either.
And Rashid also says, why do black people use Twitter still? Because it's a good way to talk to people.
I'm also asking that question. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Threads is all right.
Threads, yeah, use Threads. But like, not to be fair, all of these companies, they're kind of like all a bit
they're all the same.
Anyway. Do you know what I mean?
There's
but like Elon is doing the most right now. So I feel like he needs to feel a mass exodus for him to understand.
I think
so. Do you know what I mean?
Saying that,
do we have to delete our accounts, or do we just have to stop tweeting for him to feel the exodus?
I don't think everyone's going to delete. If you've got huge following,
I would like to delete my account, but I hate the fact that it has a bit of history of me on there, so I don't want to actually delete it. A
couple of people were saying today is that it might violate the terms for the Google App Store and and Apple. The App Store. Is it? Yeah, it might, because you have to have a block function.
Yeah.
You have to have it in privacy and settings. You have to have that function in order for you to operate on the app.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying that it might violate those terms and conditions. So he might have to come back from that, because if I block somebody, I don't want them to see what I'm tweeting.
Yeah, that's the whole point
of blocking them.
Yeah, exactly. It just seems like really strange. Or just like
I think about all the people that blocked me that I can now see their tweets.
That's mad, isn't it? To be fair, I don't use Twitter like that anymore. Like, I haven't used Twitter like that for maybe like 7 years. I don't know. Like, I'm not really on it like that. So this won't affect me. But I just think like the principle of it all just seems a bit strange. I don't think he should be able to. I don't think he should be able to do this at all.
He shouldn't be able to do it. I don't know why Jack. I don't know what dire straits Jack was in where he sold that platform.
Exactly. He sold it.
Yeah. He's got a lot to answer for. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
he's ruined it.
Politically, it's really bad, because remember, they blocked Trump for pushing forward misinformation, and then Elon bought it and brought Trump back on. And now Elon is just trashing Kamala. She's every day he just trashes Kamala on Twitter every single day. Every single day. That it can't be fair.
It's not fair.
It can't.
It isn't. It really isn't at all.
He's definitely interfering with an election.
He's attempting to, at least, you know.
Attempting to, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. There is a black one. I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah.
There's a black Twitter. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called Squill? I can't remember. Yeah. But there's another one. There's a couple of others. Okay, but they just take.
I lost you guys for a while.
Say that again?
I lost you guys for a while.
Oh, sorry. We're just talking about Twitter.
Rashid, we need black-only platforms.
Okay,
we do have black-only platforms. But for us to have black-only platforms, we also need the funding behind it. And where does that come from? If a couple of our celebrities will put down their Richard Milles and their Pateks and those watches and fund something, that would be great. Like Elon's funded Twitter, that would be great. That would be really good. Then we can have our own conversations, our own inter-community conversation, and without people listening to our business.
You know what? Yeah, I realized when I was doing this event, is that no matter what, we will always have people outside our culture in our space because they monopolize the tech and the processes that we use to even put all these things on. And I think there's just a version of that in every single kind of platform that actually we're kind of gate-kept away from having the expertise in those spaces. It's really quite annoying. Like, seriously.
Hello, O Access Jamaica. Jamaica's in the building.
Hello. Hello.
I don't think we've got, especially being in the UK, I don't think we've got a choice, but we could, there's more we could do. I went on One Extra on Sunday. One Extra talks with Richie Brave, and we was talking about Black History Month, whether it's relevant and who's it for, if it should just be for us. And I'm like, well, yeah. I don't think there's a lot of complaining this year that the corporates are not doing anything for Black History Month. And I'm like, why do we care? We're supposed to be doing it for ourselves. There's lots of events like Black Tech Fest. There was a BLM Fest on Saturday where they had a bus and they went around the whole of London. Sponsored by Adidas. Adidas gave them clothes. Merch. And
how would we do it for ourselves then? Because if we've still got the same problem of the platforms kind of being monopolized people outside of our community, how would we do it for ourselves?
Like O Access Jamaica's just saying, the Black-only platforms need to be global minded. Some of them are too American. It needs to be for Africans, and that I agree with 100%. It needs to be something that encompasses all of us across the globe.
Yeah,
definitely. It can't be one-sided.
Yeah, well, that's also if people can stop their diaspora wars.
Jesus, please.
But they love them.
Please stop the diaspora wars.
So annoying sometimes. Like it's literally so annoying.
I don't know what it is. I feel like it's part of that just like tribalism. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like football clubs. I don't know. It's the only thing they have ownership of. Yeah, no, seriously, it's a bit boring. It does get boring, definitely.
We definitely need more. I think what I was saying on Sunday was that we have more than we think in the UK. We have platforms, they just talk nonsense. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah,
They
yeah.
have platforms. They have big, massive platforms that are global. They just talk nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
They don't carry our message.
And is that by accident or by design?
This is it.
I think it's by design, but I'm a conspiracy theorist, so
it would seem it's all they're not beating the charges, basically.
Never.
They're not beating them.
Have you seen the latest Shits and Gigs clip that's come out?
No. Oh my god, can I find it? Shall I play it? Where is it?
What is it about?
Don't tell me it's about them saying that they urinate in the sink.
Huh? No, they're just
please get out of here.
You just get out of here. That's exactly what
they said black women made them famous. That's what everybody says. Their main audience is black women. Black women made them famous.
I didn't even know that.
No, I don't see why we're also getting the blame for this. Do you know what I mean? Like, always blame us. Like, no, I feel like, do you know what I mean? Yes, they do have an active black female population, but even like if you saw the audience in their show, it wasn't majority black and it wasn't majority female. Do you know what I mean? And you know when they went to the O2, yeah, it really wasn't. So I don't know. Spill is the name of that app. Oh, I want to see Spill.
Spill. That's the one I'm talking about.
So yeah, I don't know. What's wrong with these guys? What's wrong with them?
They were I watched some of it. They said something about urinating in the sink. And
they're nasty. Just nasty.
Where did they come from? Who's their family? Who's their people? Does no one talk to them? Or is it
they probably don't listen. This is the thing. Like when they get to a certain stage,
gross. I'm so disgusted by that.
Yeah, disgusting.
Because in whose house are they doing that? Yeah. Are they saying when they go to their girls' what is that? And why would
it? The black one? What's his name? The black one is that
who had?
He said after sex, he don't bathe. He just washes his things off in the sink and just pees in there. That's what he said.
And pees in the sink, the same sink that he brushes his teeth,
bro,
and washes his face. That's disgusting. This is what I'm saying. Everything's adding up. It makes sense. Everything makes sense because you clearly don't date black women. You clearly don't. Because in what worlds?
In what worlds
is that okay? It would never be okay. That's okay. Like, go to the people that you like. Let them love you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But why are they the ones that are famous? I don't get it.
I just bro. Again, I think it's by design, isn't it?
3 spinning wheels. Okay, I'm back. No, because that is honest. No, guys.
Yeah.
I am. You're in your bedroom, right? You're in a post-coital haze of like warm and the rest of it, and then you're right, and then I don't know, you happen to get up as well and think, okay, I'm gonna go in, and you see him weeing in your sink.
No.
Weeing in your sink?
No, get out.
Get out.
Yeah, you have to leave immediately.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
And I'd have to buy a new sink.
Get out.
I don't think immediately in the world.
I was just thinking, I literally have to douse the whole bathroom in.
Am I gonna have to brush my teeth in that same sink now?
Stop it, because it makes me feel sick, and then I'm gonna start heaving again. Don't.
But it's the fact
Can
that
you
you
just
would do that.
imagine?
Honestly.
What do black men have to do to make Richie Brave's name more known than
And then I'll be
elevate Richie Brave. Definitely elevate him.
Look what Saf said. The P particles will spread and backlash everywhere. Oh, guys, don't.
That's disgusting.
Don't.
That's really gross. Why are they telling people this? What's wrong with them?
I don't know. I've never seen a clip from those guys that is intellectual, funny. It's always some foolishness. I've never seen.
You know what? The thing is, I've seen some funny ones, but it's kind of like laughing along with them laughing at stuff that they've seen online.
Yeah.
Generally, I think it's like stuff that's written online, and then they'll be reading it out, and then some of those are funny, but I've not seen them be standalone funny. I've not seen them be like tell a joke so that they are sort of organically funny, but they do find like funny material and then
the dilemmas.
Yeah.
So when they do a live show, what do they do? Dilemmas for the whole show?
No, in the live show, what I saw, they kind of played games and things. Do you know what I mean? And like that, but like that's what people do, right? Do you know what I mean?
You went to the live show?
No, I didn't. No. Relax. No. I saw clips. I saw clips of it because I was curious, right? Like, what podcast has in our culture or anyone really anywhere has without celebrities sold out the O2? Do you know what I mean? For the live show, they're the first to do it.
On that.
What do you mean sell out? Like the 40,000 seats?
Yeah, they sold it out. It was sold out.
But haven't the receipts done that?
Not the O2. I don't think they've done the O2. Do you know what I mean?
Really? Yeah. I've eaten a whole packet of biscuits today.
I'm just there drinking water and she's just having a whole meal.
Do you know what? Yeah, seriously, I need your internet to work properly because we need to really embrace.
What, embrace my dietary habits?
Yes. You need to embrace the wholeness, the 100% of Miss Cheryl.
Yeah.
Miss She Talks.
No, you know, this is let me be honest with you, yeah? I just feel like I keep doing this. Some of it will be that I ate a whole packet of biscuits today. Do you know how that makes me feel?
Oh my god!
No, seriously. When I say it out loud,
no, we need some.
It doesn't make me feel good. I'm just
like,
why did you do that? And I'll tell you why I did it. No, I'm going to tell you why I ate the whole packet, and it's because I just don't have any self-control when it comes to stuff like that, and that's why I don't tend to buy. I try not to buy.
So that means
things like that.
You just get everybody else. That means you can eat them. If you don't
say
buy
that
them
again,
all the time, the few times that you do buy them, you can eat them.
No, but you know, I want to get to the stage, right, where I pack it.
No, you're
decant it into something else.
In Lagos, bro.
Oh my
God. That's insulting. That's insulting. No, you lot are actually taking the mic. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
We need to know.
I actually don't know what's going on with it. I'm really, really sad about it.
Nipples just.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh, babe.
No, honestly. I keep seeing a spinning wheel. Look, can you see it in my glasses?
Yes.
Can you see your glasses?
You can see you guys in my glasses. Okay, we're back.
Yeah,
Look.
we can.
We can.
Yeah.
This is quite meta, isn't it? Look.
Yeah. Meta glass.
Why am I crying?
Oh God! No, see, this is too much, guys. This is too much. I want people to learn to know me this well. I want to keep this enigmatic.
Okay.
Enigmatic.
So we've been on for an hour.
We have been.
Shall we end our pilot episode?
Yes. Okay. So yes, thank you guys for joining us. We just talked a few bits of nonsense. Seriously. Cheryl's connection was struggling the whole time. But we persevered. We persevered. We got through it. We're gonna do this again. We're definitely gonna do this
guys,
again.
look what Tess said.
Huh?
He said just kaka kaka. Why did she write out kaka kaka? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's bad. Okay, guys. No, I just want to let you know I'm actually really serious. I'm actually a really serious somber.
Sorry.
I mean, she is.
She is though. But she is. But she is.
You could be both.
She is. She gets around me and Sade and it all goes out the window. All her training, everything.
Oh my God.
Are we bad influences? Maybe we're bad influences.
So. You are. I think this is what I think. I think that you guys are actually leading me astray.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna be back, and I have to regroup into seriousness.
Yeah. Hold on. What advice would you give to black men who want to? Oh, I can't see because I'm crying.
Okay. What advice would you give to black men who want to teach their sons, nephews, and cousins to not have self-hating views of black women like certain podcasters?
I have two sons, Rashid. I have two sons. They're grown men now. And what I kind of just talk to them just in general. I don't talk to them as men, if that makes any sense. I talk to them the same way I talk to my nieces. So they have a general view of everything, a general overview of everything and everyone. And they don't have that male-centric, misogynistic view of women. And I also teach them that I also teach them just basic kindness to all people. Just blatant. When I think it's the old-fashioned way, right? But when you raise boys and girls, you raise two sides, and then the sides, they clash. Eventually those sides are going to clash. So I just kind of raised my boys. When I raised my boys, I also thought about the things I would tell my daughters, and I told them that too. So they got a broad view of maleness and femaleness. So they're not stupid, and they're not stupid. So they're not stupid. Now, as they've got older, and they've watched their own things, and they're online, and there's a lot of red pill and incel behavior. There's certain things that they watch and they think, so, but one thing I always do is keep lines of communications open. So they'll come to me and say, Mum, but, and I'll be like, no. Yeah. And we can have that discussion, and the discussion can take 4 or 5 hours, even though they're grown men. It can take 4 or 5 hours and a couple of bottles of Prosecco. However, you get there in the end, and you'll make sure that they get their point of view across and let them get it out. And then it's up to you to temper it down and show them the right way. It's all education. And I think what happens a lot in the black community as well is that we want to raise boys to be men. So we do all that masculine foolishness. If they fall on the floor, you tell them not to cry, and you tell them not to do this, and you tell them not to do that. I sent my boys to buy my tampons when they were 12, 13, because they're not going to be stupid men that don't know what fucking period is. Right? You understand? You just got to raise human beings. What you find is that a lot of men they just weren't raised knowing anything about women. They could be raised in a house of all women and not raised knowing anything about women, because those women were pressured to raise men. When the best men know everything about women, if that makes any sense. That's just my 10 pence. That's my 10 pence worth. Yeah.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that whole. Oh, go on, sure. Okay, I'll go.
Said.
Cheryl. I'm following.
No, you
Go on. What the internet is good? Go on.
I was going to say that I think one of the things that is really important is oh, I nearly forgot it now. Oh, you made me forget.
No, see, Saf said this is CCTV footage. Come on now.
Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. I was going to say about like, it's kind of like connected to like media literacy and understanding programming, but I do think it's secondary to what you said, Marianne. I think what you said is like primary, but I think it's, and when I say that what you said, I mean like what goes on in the home, because when I first read this question, like what advice would you give to Black men who want to teach their sons, nephews and cousins not to have self-hating views of Black women, I think, you know, we kind of skimmed over that for them to get, because the question is actually a really good question, but for them to get to those views about Black women, it betrays self-hatred, right? And so the thing that I think is not clicking for people who have the guts to like be online and they're Black and they talk derogatorily about Black women, is that by doing that it betrays to me, and I think it's actually so transparent that this, like, I can't see it for them. I can't see them liking themselves and then speaking like that about what effectively is the other half of themselves or where they've come from. So I think what you have to knuckle down on is, where are they getting these self-hating views from? And I think where they must be getting self-hating views from, if it's not coming from in the home, it's going to be all the other programming they get outside the home or from in the media and stuff like that. And that's the only reason why I was thinking that, like, understanding messaging, and that includes media literacy, is key. It's like, you know, when people recently had been speaking about the Heinz advert that they had, which showed a Black bride and a white groom, and on the groom's side there were his two parents, and on the bride's side just her mother was pictured. And so, you know, it play into a trope of fatherless Black families. And I'm always, you know, I'm not giving benefit of doubt when it comes to those kind of things. And the reason I'm not giving benefit of doubt is because, you know, people say, well, you know, how many Black people were in the room? How many Black people were on the creative team altogether? When those numbers are ridiculously and unforgivably low, that has a reason. And it's the same reason that I'm saying, well, boy, that must be why you've got this image. So they're inextricably linked to me. 100%. You can't say, oh, no, it was just a mistake. Okay, right, now explain the lack of in the room. Is that a mistake too? No, it's not. Hiring practice. And why is it? Why does that hiring practice keep repeating itself year after year after year. So the room, makeup always looks the same because you have thoughts against that community. Ergo, I think that you did that advert on purpose, actually, whether it be subconsciously or whatever. That it's willful all the way up to purposeful. So I feel like my thing is, I'm glad that people call that stuff out. I'm never going to be saying, oh, that one, or maybe give it the benefit of the doubt. Oh, must be so sensitive. No, everyday sensitivity. Every day. If not, the amount of things, just think of the amount of things that you keep catching, and all of those things, people are like, oh, just allow it. Oh, must we be so sensitive? It's said for every single one. Now imagine if all of those are let go, what they become are constructs, tropes. That's what all of those things are.
Exactly.
So no, I am going to continue to call them out. Sorry.
Exactly.
I am. Those are the things that then inform people and sometimes get stuck in their throat. Next minute they're thinking that they are worthless, and next minute it starts turning into them, talking about dark-skinned black girls online when you're a dark-skinned black man. Make it make sense.
100%.
I think also as well, it's just for them to check their own biases. Do you know what I mean? Just to get into the healthy, it kind of ties into what you're saying, but it's just a healthy practice of checking your own bias and understanding that you will have a bias. No matter what, you're going to have a bias. Do you know what I mean? And that actually, if you want to invoke some sort of change, that you have to check in with that on a regular. It's not a one-time thing. It's constant. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I'd add to that. But yeah, and then maybe diversify what they're listening to. Do you know what I mean? Just diversifying the different content that they're consuming in the first place.
If you've got young people in your family, make them sit down and watch a bunch of black films.
With them as well, though. Do you know what I mean?
With them.
Things.
Sprightly films have got a lot of things running, a lot of themes running through it that you can explain. So yeah.
What have? Say that again, Marianne.
Spike Lee films have a lot of themes, a lot of black cultural themes running through them, like colorism and things like that. You can sit down and explain to the kids. So that's a good place to start. But there are a lot of films that you can sit down with the kids and watch. Yeah. Mostly American, because we don't have many over here, but yeah.
And I just think as well, what I used to do with my nieces and nephews when they were younger, it's just listen to their views, but also get them, I'll challenge them. Do you know what I mean? And they'll have to defend their views. Why do you think this? Do you know what I mean? And come with the reason, and actually also all will swap positions. Do you know what I mean? So okay, you argue the other side. Do you know what I mean? Because you have to have a holistic view, otherwise they're just because you can't it's exactly what you were saying, you can't control what they're consuming outside of the home. So you have to teach them how to think. You have to teach them actually how to think about something, and how to actually come to a conclusion, and how to decipher, well, okay, that's just an idea and I can entertain that idea, but I don't have to believe that idea, right? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah.
So we just need to bring back communication, okay? Get the kids off their phones and their iPads and get them sitting around the Sunday dinner table and just have a conversation, bring up anything. Have a little mini at-home podcast with the kids. It could be 12 to 22. Just sit down and just let them all discuss and have those conversations. And I think that's what's missing in a lot of black families. They don't do that anymore. Sit down and have a conversation.
Han says, I think, and I may be wrong, that self-pride is partially rooted in history and how you view your race in the grand scheme of mankind.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
I think
history. They do need to understand their history. That is exactly why I said that. They were saying that, do we even need Black History Month anymore? I said, yeah, we do, because we still need to teach our own kids coming up about the different. I mean, Black British culture is unique, that we have so many different nationalities. and so many different subcultures. And I think if we do keep Black History Month, one thing we should be doing with it is teaching each other about ourselves. I don't give a damn what the white people want to learn. No disrespect. I don't care. I don't care what they, because if we if we use Black History Month to teach them about us, we're teaching them basics about Black Britishness in general, when what we need to do is go deeper. We need to go deeper. You understand? The Caribbean people need to know about the African people. The African people need to know about the Caribbean people. The Caribbean, the Jamaicans need to know about the Antiguans. The Ugandans need to know about the South Africans. We need to get deeper into our cultures and teach ourselves about ourselves. That's what we need to do. And if they want to come along and have a look and learn, they always do anyway. And find but ultimately, that's
actually quite a good idea, isn't it? To like, yes, it's kind of almost quite outward facing, isn't it, at the moment, in terms of something that we're doing, and we highlight a lot of things, but almost sometimes it makes me feel as though it's not for internal gaze.
No, it's not for us.
So I hadn't really thought about that.
It's not for us. We need to teach each other about each other. And if we keep Black History Month, I think that's what it should be for. That's definitely what it should be for.
No, I agree.
And we can gain a lot from doing that as a community. Han said, our influence and history has been destroyed, and recent history has been filled with our destruction. And we need to re-educate ourselves and have pride in all our achievements. 100%.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. Because a lot of Black history is about what happened to us, rather than how we overcome it and what we've done since.
And what we've done before, to be fair.
We're only 4% of the population. You know how we control this country?
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me, I know.
True, culture-wise and setting, setting the tone in especially a lot in culture, but some of our influence, it needs to go deeper. It needs to go into other areas, and politics and business and power. And I'm not saying that we don't have any representation there, but we need some more real power there, like real power, not even proximity to power.
Can I ask the two Nigerians in the room how they would feel? Can I ask the two Nigerians in the room how they would feel if a Nigerian Black woman becomes leader of the opposition in the UK? Are you voting for Kemi Badenoch?
Absolutely not. No, why would I? She's a disgrace. She's an absolute disgrace. She really is. It's embarrassing that she's Nigerian. It's actually embarrassing.
She is tipped to
the front runner. Yeah, she's the front runner, and it's not going to really do us any favors. Do you know what I mean? I can imagine it could easily be a backlash for us. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, like Nigerians get a bad rap anyway. This is not going to help us. Like, you know what I mean? We're not going steps forward here at all. It's freaking irritating. It's annoying. We have to put on so much.
So is she the front runner?
She literally is. Yeah, it's between her and Robert Jenrick.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Stranger things have happened. So it's very possible. It's actually, you think she's going to win? Mm-hmm. And it will be her against, then we'll be in a weird situation, because if Kamala wins, then Kamala.
No, I think that's what
Kamala.
Marianne made the point of sending me a video on how to say her name.
You kept saying Kamala.
It's Kamala.
No, it's not.
Kamala.
Yeah. It's Kamala.
No, it's not Kamala.
Hold her.
Kamala.
What?
It's Kamala.
Okay, fine.
But I wonder if that's the American accent making it sound like Karma.
It's American accent. Kamala. Yeah.
Okay.
Kamala.
Isn't that what I said?
It's not Kamala.
Kamala.
That's better.
Kamala. Okay, that's the best we get.
I think that's what we're going to end up with. We're going to end up with symbolic black and half black women.
Yeah. She calls herself a... Anyway.
Who said that she's half black?
She calls herself black. No. Kemi's thingy. You know,
the American race in America is a minefield because she's Indian. Her mom's Indian.
Yeah, but she says that she's black. They self-identify. You have to respect it.
No, she self-identifies as she identifies with her Indian heritage 100%.
No, she doesn't.
Yes.
She identifies as both. In her book,
she's mixed.
Yeah, but she's also says that she's a black woman. That's how she identifies. So, like, you can't tell her how she identifies. You can't do that.
And she does identify with her Indian heritage. Yeah, America's it's a weird place, isn't it? Because when she was born in the 60s, she literally could only be black. She couldn't be anything else.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where she got it from. Maybe that's why she identifies that.
Yeah, because she couldn't identify as anything else. Yeah. I think, you know what? I think in the US Census, they only put biracial or mixed race in the census in the 90s. You could only be black before that.
Yeah. Well, then that's her heritage. Do you know what I mean? Like that's who she is. So I just think it's like what we're probably going to get is her against Kemi. Do you know what I mean? And then just this universal hatred for black women. That's what it's going to be like. It's just going to be. I should be more optimistic, but like fucking hell, like I just can't. I can't. Like, we're gonna get blamed for everything. We're just gonna get blamed.
We're gonna get blamed for everything.
I know, but can you imagine leadership though?
That's right though, because when Kwesi, what's his name? Kwarteng or something.
Kwarteng.
When they said that he in part tanked the economy, they didn't necessarily blame all black men.
No, they didn't.
I didn't notice that.
Black women is different, I think. And then also Liz Truss was such a failure that her failure clouded
all white women for that.
Do you know what I mean? But no, I don't think a white woman is going to be the leader of the opposition anytime soon because of Liz Truss. Like, she's not. Yes! She was the worst. She was absolutely worst.
She ruined it for them. She ruined it for all of them, do you reckon?
100%. 100%.
I think they get a pass.
No, I don't think
they get a pass in the same way I don't think they get
No, I think in general, yes, I definitely agree with that. But I don't think you could have like a white candidate now because she was be immediately tarnished with the a white female candidate. I mean, say it again.
The lettuce. Remember they put the lettuce.
Oh,
do you remember
the lettuce? It would be terrible. So I think I think
that
Kemi's gotten in because of that. Say that again, Cheryl. You was going to say.
Oh my
something.
God, have I lost you guys?
No, go ahead.
No, you. So what was she saying, Cheryl? Are you there?
Oh my!
Are you there? She's gone again.
Cheryl.
Kwasi. Okay.
I wish she'd gone. She's gone.
Oh, she'll come back.
I'm back. I lost you guys. You guys were in Lagos. Don't try and blame me.
No,
that was you. That was
you were there. You've been there.
That was you.
You're still there.
I was having spinning wheels, two spinning wheels. That was you and Marianne.
Shane Barker, good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. We're wrapping up now. Anyway, seriously, I think.
Kwasi. Rashida put the name Kwasi Kwarteng.
Yeah.
Good evening, new guests.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this pilot run of this pod with no name. Seriously. Really appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you like this video wherever you're seeing it pop up, and also follow us on all of our respective channels. Do you want to just say yours real quick, Marianne and Cheryl?
I'm Marianne Sunshine on everything: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Go to my YouTube and watch all my podcasts, especially the latest one with Miss Sade for Black History Month, and I've got a couple more coming out this weekend as well. So tune in, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and come and join me on Twitter, because that's where I beat up racists.
Cheryl?
Don't try to follow me on Instagram. I don't like it if I don't know you. Don't try to follow me on Instagram, okay? If you're going to try and follow me no, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. If you're going to try and follow me on Instagram, you have to find some way of sending me a message first, because I don't know you. Why are you there? If I can't see any mutuals, I'm just be like, oh, who's that?
We keep it positive. Where can they follow you, Cheryl?
Okay. So you can follow me. She talks.
Yo, I haven't even had a glass of wine or anything today.
On Twitter. Hold on. Let me just check my handle on Twitter. Just making sure it's what it is. Am I She Talks on Twitter?
I believe you are, yeah.
She_talks on Twitter. You can follow me there if you like. Suit yourself. And then on TikTok, you can follow me on this name, which is on the screen there. She_talks Law and More, because that's what I do on TikTok. I'm new to TikTok, okay? I talk law and more. Yeah,
watch
so you
her
can
videos. They're doing very well. She's recapping cases, getting all the right details, all of that good stuff. And guys, you can follow me on YouTube at Hey It's Sade Salami, my long ass name, and watch my vlog. Watch my vlog, man. Leave me a comment. Some of you guys watched already.
I love it. I actually loved it.
Yeah. Well, we was in the last one. We were in the last one at 180. Yeah.
Seriously. No, I appreciate you guys, every single one of you. Thank you so much. We'll see you again probably next week, right? Yeah,
we could do this again. Yeah, thank you for everybody who joined us on the first one. Thank you for persevering with us. Love you. Come back.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.
You need to end it.